the mouse. A couple minutes or something. This is like the third fucking time we've done this today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To the point where I don't need this anymore. Scrapping half my fucking stories. You'll have to wait until like a next weekend, weekday time, week time day. Different day of time. Our podcast was so consistent for the first 5 episodes, and then somebody's like was knocked up during the time, annoyingly, never shut up about it. Like fucking I'm pregnant, I can't, I'm pregnant, I don't want, my nipples are tender. Like just so she finally fucking got over herself and pushed the kid out on August 14th. Fucking already forgot my daughter's birthday. Fuck. Well, either way, she pushed the kid out, and it was like every horror movie I've ever seen in my whole life. The sound effects were terrifying. I know on The Walking Dead, if you've ever seen that, and you watch a walker get its guts cut out, and then it falls onto the floor, it looked and sounded exactly like that. But worse, because I watched this doctor like just grab both hands around her head and just fucking go. I was like,
how they get them out?
Yeah, I didn't know that. But either way, yeah, I saw some shit. I love you still.
Good. You're welcome. I went through a lot of pain to get that baby out. So
yeah, I gotta fucking live with that image in my head for the rest of my life. But yeah, good, great, happy for you. Why don't you go ahead and tell everybody what color our daughter's hair is?
Yours.
What color did you say it was going to be?
Mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. But what color are her eyes, though?
Yours.
Oh. What color did you say they were going to be, though?
Not yours.
Oh, It's funny how that works, huh?
Well, technically, I had heard that brown eyes are the dominant color, so...
Technically, my ancestors were fucking Vikings, and so are hers. It's bound to happen. Sporting the Inner Circle Jericho shirt, still consistent on these fucking wrestling shirts. Nailed it. All right. So I know on the end of episode 6, I said that one of my friends was a fucking amazing magician. I'll get to that. Stay tuned, because that story's going to be at the end. Told it the first story for the first 2 times we fucking filmed this thing. And if it shuts off this time, I quit podcasting. I'll never podcast ever, never again.
Mm-hmm.
Won't do it. Because I'm too fucking frustrated. Until next week, I'll probably try again.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that we could go with, why don't you start off first?
With my sneaking out story?
Yeah, let's change it up. Like it.
So in high school, I had some friends over for a sleepover. I think it was like me, my friend Kenzie, my other friend Lexi, and then my friend Elisa. And anyway, so we get kind of bored like in the middle of the night. I think this was midnight.
Don't girls especially at that age, don't you guys do like pillow fights and
no
makeup parties and
no
like clip each other's toenails and stuff?
No.
What? How old were you?
Like 15.
Yeah, it's when you're like with the pillows and the...
No.
Well, Disney lied.
We did more like telling ghost stories and shit and like spooky stuff.
Did you guys practice like making out and stuff?
No.
Oh, neither did we.
Sure.
Then.
But anyway, so we got bored at like midnight and decided we're going to go out. So we walked by my mom in the living room on our way out. She goes, "Where are you going?" We're like, "Yeah, just going out for a walk." And she's like, "All right." So I'm thinking curfew was like 10.
It's like 10 o'clock.
10:30.
I think 10 o'clock until you're 16, and then I'm pretty sure it's like I don't think. Well, I know in Chipwood there isn't one, but I think Eau Claire still had one
I
until
think
you
they
were 16.
still had one.
Yeah.
It was like a few hours later or something like
yeah,
maybe
midnight or yeah.
Anyway, and so I used to live by this place called Banbury Place. It's like an old factory, a tire factory, and there were stories that it was haunted. So we were like, let's go check it out and see if we can see any ghosties in the windows.
Is that what you call them?
Yeah,
Ghosties?
ghosties. Hey, ghosty.
Bet they'd fucking love that.
Mm-hmm.
But they really like that.
But anyway, and so we make the walk over there just fine. We walk by across the street from Banbury and just, looking in the windows. Couldn't see any ghosties, I don't think. But right as we're about to leave, a security guard comes out and is walking by the building. And we're like, shh, we gotta be quiet. We can't be caught. We're 15 and we're clearly not supposed to be out right now.
Yeah.
And so we turn to leave, and my friend Lexi just out of nowhere goes, hey! And we're like, what the fuck? So we all book it because we're trying not to get caught. Run across the bridge and stuff, halfway to my house, and then we finally stop running. But I don't know why she did that, but that was my nearly getting caught for
She
skipping
sounds
curfew
brilliant.
story. I love Lexi, but yeah, she definitely didn't do the smartest thing sometimes. But yeah, and the funny thing is that got my friend banned from staying over at my house because Elisa told her mom for some reason, and her mom was like, I don't want you staying there anymore.
Sounds like you had a lot of smart friends. Oh my God.
Yeah, so that just because we snuck out.
They just all tell on themselves?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
I got away with this. I better tell.
Mm-hmm. I better tell so I don't get away with it.
Jesus.
So, yeah.
Oh, my God. All right. I have a curfew story then.
Mm-hmm.
I must have been 14 or 13. I had to have been, 13 or 14, because the guy I was hanging out with at the time was 16. And in Chippewa, like I said, there's no curfew for them.
Mm-hmm.
And his dad was not really around ever. I think his dad had 6 or 7 teen girlfriends, and he was drunk a lot all the time. All of the times he was drunk. He was never home. So so I want to say it was fucking one morning, and I was a skateboarder and he was a BMX biker. We were like, we need to go street skating. We gotta go. We just gotta do it. I don't know why. I think it's because there's no traffic or anything really downtown. Worst place to go when it's fucking curfew, by the way. Idiot, dumb fuck. Downtown. Good call.
The busiest part.
Yeah, not my brightest fucking moment there. And I think there's 9 bars downtown, and we're skating and he's biking and we're fucking I was pulling off some pretty solid tricks. That was great. I'm not going to say I was good. I was fucking great. I wasn't that good. I was all right. I know that my knees and ankles click now whenever I bend them because of it. So, we're hitting some tricks and stuff, and all these drunk people are coming out of the bars, watching us, fucking yelling shit. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden a cop comes by. For some reason, Brandon decides, I said I wasn't going to say his name. Now I did. Too late. It's live. Fuck it. Brandon decides to pedal his ass as fast as he can out of there. I'm on a skateboard. I was like, okay. I just dropped the skateboard and went like this, like he was going to shoot me. No. But he did pat me down, put me in the back of his car, asked for my address, brings me home. And this whole time, I'm like, I feel like I'm safer in this cop car.
Right. Don't let me out.
Because you don't know who my fucking dad is. He's going to kill me. Especially because I was supposed to be staying at Brandon's and not fucking off. Mm-hmm. But I'm an idiot. So I'm pretty sure it was my idea to sneak out too. But it's neither here nor there. We get to my house and my dad slept with a 50 cal Smith & Wesson under his pillow at night because he's paranoid, and even though he has no connections to anything, he thinks someone's going to kill him all the time. So and my dad is the worst sleeper ever too. I used to have to wake him up from the doorway because one time I woke him up going Dad. and he swung at me. So I learned from then on, you wake him up from the doorway.
Oh, yeah.
So I tell this cop, I'm like, wait out here. I'll go get my dad. He had to have proof or whatever that my parents were home to drop me off there or whatever. So this cop pushes me out of the way and comes into my house. That's illegal. So first off, that's a big fuck up on him. And so I run around. I'm like, oh my God, just don't move. I will get him. He starts shining the flashlight down the hallway and yelling, Mr. Harshman, Mr. Harshman. I go in. My parents are both fucked. Neither one of them are waking up. I'm like, Dad, the cops are here. I'm kicking the bed. I'm like, get the fuck up. The cops are here. Nothing. My mom goes, fuck off. Nobody fucking gets up to help. I'm like, they're going to take me to jail. And my mom goes, good. And I was like, and finally I fucking got my dad away. He's like, what? I was fucking ready to swing. I was like, the cop is in the living room. Just tell him you're home. So he leaves. My dad gets up, goes, I'm home. Get the fuck out. And the cop's like, oh, okay. Then the cop leaves, and my dad looks at me and goes, he's lucky I didn't fucking shoot him. What the fuck were you doing? I caught a couple flat hands on the way to my bedroom, but yeah, I didn't get caught breaking curfew again. I stayed away from downtown when I was fucking off after that.
There you go.
But yeah, no, I definitely I feel like my story ended with more of a headache than yours did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell your next story, and I'm gonna go check on the kids.
All right. So speaking of things wrong, I don't really have another sneaking out story besides that. I don't think. But yeah, this story is once again, it features my friend Lexi, and this was also in high school. We were having a sleepover at her house, and it was like me, her, I think our friend Gina, my friend Kenzie, and I don't remember if there was anyone else. But anyway, so we decided to go in her backyard and have a bonfire because, s'mores. And we could not, for the fucking life of us, keep this fire alive because we are a group of 15-year-old girls. So we did not know what the hell to do. So there was a gas can nearby, which I'm assuming Lexi's dad must have used for just for the lawnmower or something. And so one of us had the idea to go and grab the gas can and decided, let's try to bring this fire back to life. So I think it was either Gina or Lexi who decided to put it on the fire, and let's just say fucking explosion happened. There was a rug nearby for some reason that got lit on fire a little bit. We were freaking screaming, freaking out, trying to get this rug to get the fire out of the rug. And we managed to do that. But lesson learned, you don't throw gasoline on fire.
Yeah, why would you do that?
We like to party. I don't know. Live on the wild side.
Don't.
I mean, that's the easiest way technically to get a fire going, but not the smartest. So
I guess it's, well, yeah, but why would you? You did it, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
It was you.
No, it wasn't.
I know I've asked this 4 times.
No.
I still think you did it. And then you're just I'll just blame it on one of my friends.
Mm-mm. And the scariest part was I forgot this a few times when I told it, but one of the flames almost freaking caught this can on fire too.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Well, I got a story about a fire then.
Okay.
So goddamn, me and John were together and we went to this dude, this guy also escaped. His parents were fucking loaded. And he had a zip line even in his backyard. Mm-hmm. And this kid's parents were out of town or whatever for the weekend. And everybody bring your own beer and come out and party. We'll party.
Line? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I know. And so he has this big fire and we got to why is it always when you're drinking, there's always at least 2 girls that cry for no reason.
We get emotional when we're
just drunk. Fucking start crying. Ugh, Todd doesn't like me like I like him. It's something like that. We didn't even go to school with the Todd, so what the fuck are you crying about?
Yeah.
Anyway, So we're all drinking, partying there or whatever. And this dude, Mike, picks up an empty silly string can and throws it in the fire. And yeah, my dumb ass is the closest one to the fire. And it exploded. Like, fucking, and freaking jumped. And, like, I don't know, nothing, like, flew out or anything. But, yeah.
Did anything else catch on fire?
Nothing else caught fire, but there was this one guy who was, I don't know, I don't think you can say midget anymore. So he was short, and he wanted us to hang him on the zip line by his ankle and send him down. And around that time, when explosions happen and somebody's neck about to get broke, John's like, grab the beer, grab any beer that you can find, put it in, let's get the hell out of here. So we kind of like stole some of their beer and left. Yeah, I don't know if they got busted. I don't know what happened. And I never really talked about that either. But I heard he's an idiot. I heard he arrested a lot. So yeah, that's my stupid fire story, I guess. What are you gonna tell another one?
Should I skip to my Rockfest one right away?
I can tell one more, and then we can do the Rockfest, and we'll get to the Florida stories, and then get the hell out of here. All right. Oh, I guess I have two stories. I didn't forget about the magician. I'll tell that story.
Oh yeah.
So there was this like biking trail in Chippewa. It was like not for dirt bikes, but it was like for those dirt BMX bikes, you know. And John saw that one of the ramps was actually wood with just dirt on top of it. And he's like, "You guys, let's steal it." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So John pulls his minivan up and frickin' pops in. We're surrounded in woods, but we're all acting like somebody's watching us. So like, frickin' hurry up. We could have taken 6 hours to do it. Nobody was going back there. But we frickin' get all the dirt off this ramp and put it in the back of the minivan. And we go to the trailer court because nobody ever looks for stolen stuff in the trailer court. Nobody in the history of ever, I don't think. Right?
Sure.
Right. So it was like a safe haven. Nobody's going to go in there. So we go there, and it's like, I don't know, for a week, beating the piss on this ramp with skateboards, bikes, frickin'. I swear if it would have been wide enough, John would have jumped his minivan with it because he treated that minivan like crap anyway. So I don't know. But all of a sudden, John's hillbilly-ass neighbors come over, and they're like, "Hey, John, can we borrow the mini ramp?" Which I'm pretty sure they were borrowing it for like an RC car race or something. Something weird. I don't know. It wasn't for bikes. I'm pretty sure it was for like gas-powered RC cars that they like built a track with or something. And John's like, sure, you guys can borrow it. John brings it over. It's like a week after this. I go to John's house in the trailer court, and he's just sitting in his room going, "Motherfucker." I was like, "What's wrong?" He goes, "They haven't given me my ramp back yet." I was like, "Did you ask for it?" He goes, "No." It's like, let's go ask for it then. So John's like, "Yeah, let's go get my fucking ramp back." So we go over there, and John sees two of them out there. One of them's fat, and one of them's like skinny. And John's like, instead of being like, "Hey, can I get my ramp back?" or whatever, John just goes, "Give me my fucking ramp!" and like yells it. And they're like, "We burned it." John goes, "I'm gonna kill you." And he walks over, and the fatter dude just grabs the back of John's shirt and pulls it over his head, and then proceeds to feed him uppercuts for 45 seconds legitimately until this dude was out of breath. He was like, like the last few punches were only hitting like this. I watched this, and I'm watching the other guy too, because if he jumps in, it's showtime. I'm jumping in, and then we're going to have a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
And this freaking guy just like lets go of John's shirt. John just fixes his shirt. His nose is like a little crooked and fat and bleeding, and his mouth bleeding. And John just goes, "Now I'm going to kill you." And that guy turned around and ran so goddamn fast into his house and locked the door. Both of them.
Oh boy.
So that was like the first time I had ever actually seen somebody get their ass whipped and then for some reason scare the other guy.
Scare the guy who
Yeah.
just beat their ass. Yeah, me too. Never heard of that
We
before.
went to Kyle's grandpa's house, who was like 5 trailers down, and Kyle was there. And Kyle's like, what the hell happened to John? I was like, I just watched John get his face beat in for 45 consecutive seconds and scare the other guy. And Kyle laughed so hard. He's like, did John hit him? I was like, John couldn't catch him. No. But they're scared now.
Oh boy.
But yeah, hit with the Rockfest story.
Oh yeah. So every year since I was 15, besides the last few years because of freaking COVID and being pregnant, I go to Rockfest with my dad and 2 of my uncles, and usually one of my brothers goes with. But that year, I think, this was another high school one. I brought my friend Kenzie along. And so I don't remember what band it was or anything, but I remember it was at night, and everyone's obviously wasted at this point, besides us, because we weren't of age. But and so we look over because there's like just a lot of noise coming from the right of us, and there's this dude just freaking sloshed, like he's like stumbling around, like singing to the song, dancing, like clearly like 2 sheets to the wind, should have gone to bed like 3 hours before that. And so I like just, and like I point him out to Kenzie, and she's looking now too. And this guy looks over and freaking spots us and starts to come over, and we're like, oh shit, he's coming over. And so he's just talking to us, and I don't even remember what all he said, but he was like, yo, someone take a picture of us. And like he went in between me and Kenzie and like went like this and was like doing like the like devil horns, like, and like waiting, posing, and like for a picture that's not gonna be taken because no one's trying to take our picture.
I'm about to marry you, and that made me uncomfortable. I know you.
Right. And he's just like, we're like, no one's taking the picture. And he's like, who's gonna take the picture? That's all right. The darkness. And like ran away after that. And yeah. And what's funny is I remember later on we looked over and he was like fucking passed out, like laying on the side of the hill. And clearly this girl, like, I obviously don't know these people. She had to have been the girlfriend because she was entirely too fucking embarrassed to not be his girlfriend. She was like watching him, like shaking her head, like clearly just not having a fun time with it.
Oh my God. Yeah, Rockfest is something.
Mm-hmm.
Something
it's
always
so fun.
Something weird always happens.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of Rockfest. It was when John got 2 free tickets to Rockfest because of he bought a brand new car off of the Mazda car lot or whatever, and they had some promotion going on that if you bought a new car, you got 2 tickets, and I think camping and everything else too. But
okay, was it like VIP? You just have to buy for the cheap, low price of buying a car. You get 2 tickets.
There was no VIP passes with it, no. But free tickets either way, and John picked me to go with. Mm-hmm. And this was a stacked set too. It was All That Remains, Pop Evil, which they're okay, Chevelle, which I love, and Avenged Sevenfold, which is freaking awesome. Mm-hmm. We're rockers, so that's freaking awesome. So we go, and I had drank more beer. I was 21 or 22, and I had drank more. Oh shoot! No, I had to have been 23 because I wasn't on drugs anymore. Yeah, I was 23. Anyway, so we go, and I drank more beer. I drank a whole 30-pack. And smoked a bowl, smoke a bowl, take a toke, I partook. There was weed everywhere there. Like you get high just walking into the grounds, so don't even. I was still freaking perfect. And I think it has something to do with like I drank all 30 of those beers from the beginning of the day to the end of the day.
So pace yourself a little bit. Yeah.
John's not drinking at all, or if he is, it's like 1 or 2.
Mm.
And John's like, we need to get tattoos. We got to get tattoos, Tyler. We need to remember this night. And I was like, okay. Get yours first, and I'll go get mine after. I don't want to miss Pop Evil. I didn't give a shit about Pop Evil. It's like, yeah. So John goes up and he starts getting this tattoo, and I'm like, I'm not getting a tattoo. You fucking idiot.
I feel like that'd be even more expensive than just going to a tattoo shop.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they charge double, especially because you're able to take advantage of all the drunkies too.
Yeah, no thanks.
But so John, like half an hour later, comes back. He gets the freaking anarchy symbol right here on his hand. This dude works in like where he takes care of the elderly or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect tattoo for that, buddy. But he's like, all right, your turn. I was like, I'm not getting a tattoo. He's like, I swear to God, Tyler, one day I'm going to get you back. It's been 5 years, John.
Did you really say that?
Yeah. Been 5 years, buddy. Still haven't gotten me. But John went to Rockfest again this year, and he got another tattoo, and I was not with for this, but it's like from the King of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, some dragon face or something. I've never seen the show, and I don't care to, so just don't. I'm not gonna. I'll humor you, but I'm not gonna fucking watch it. No. But yeah, I don't know. It looks really good, well done, and everything. And John has since gotten like the Blink 182 logo on his forearm, and I swear to God, he's got the anti-possession tattoo from Supernatural on his chest. That one's actually cool.
I want that one.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know. I feel like he's going to be tatted up eventually. But I don't know. All of his tattoos look really good. So
yeah.
I just would not have gotten the anarchy symbol one, probably.
Well, and I wouldn't have at Rockfest. They're
Especially
already
on
expensive
your hand.
enough. Yeah.
You got to hit us with one more story before I break what the magic trick is.
Oh man. Well, I mean, I could tell the story that we had crossed off.
Why don't you go ahead and tell that story, Cass?
Okay, so no good way to transition, just porn. So my introduction to porn was when I was in middle school. Once again, you guessed it, at Lexi's house. We were like 12, I think. We were hanging out at her house because she lived like literally a block away from the middle school. So anyway, her dad wasn't home, so we're like, let's figure out what this 2 girls 1 cup thing is, because like everyone's been talking about it, so like we gotta look into it. So we got on Lexi's laptop, fired it up, and made it not even a minute into the video. I think literally, like, we made it to the part where she started eating the poop, and I was already gagging.
That's the best part.
Like, we were all fucking gagging. I'm pretty sure Lexi, like, ran to her bathroom and, like, nearly threw up. Like, it was fucking disgusting. But
no, my favorite part is where she eats the poop and then pukes it back into the other girl's mouth. And then she swallows it and then pukes it into the other girl's mouth again. I thought it was the best comedy movie I've ever seen. I've watched it like 30 times. It's hilarious.
I would not be able to eat shit. I'm sorry, but
no, I'm not. You don't have to. You're just watching other people eat shit.
No, still, it's gross. Just the thought of it.
If you haven't seen it, I'd give it 100%. Watch it. It's so good. It's really good.
I would already have a hard enough time, like, if we were on a deserted island, had no food or, like, water. They say you can drink pee for, like, a little bit.
Like 3 days or
3 days or whatever.
3 peas, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. Like, you can drink that, and it'll keep you, like, sustained for now. I don't even know if I'd be able to do that. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd probably just, like, throw in the towel and be like, I'm not drinking pee. It's been a good run.
All right. So I'm going to break this story, and then I never have to tell it again.
Yeah.
The reason that we call John the Magician the Magic Man Now you see it, now you don't. Is one day John's mom goes out of town for the weekend, and John's like, "We need to throw a party, Tyler. We got to throw a huge party." I don't know. We're in high school. I'm in high school. John's out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
And John's like, you need to call all the chicks that you know and get them here. And I was like, okay. They were real classy ladies.
Oh yeah.
Chip was finest. And no, they weren't. But I got them there. I got like 4 of them there. I'm not going to use any names because I'm fucking embarrassed. Not because they are. But so John, like, we're sitting there drinking UV blue like you do when you're in high school, and frickin' probably Keystone. And John's like, I gotta go take a crap. I'll be right back. Be right back. I was like, all right, cool. So we're just listening to music, drinking. I'm pretty sure Abraham was there. And like an hour goes by. This guy doesn't come back. And all of a sudden I'm like asking around, like, have you seen John? No? Kyle, have you seen John? No? Weird. Maybe 10 more minutes goes by. John comes out of the bathroom completely naked and soaked, just glistening in sweat. And all the girls are like, what the hell? John, what are you doing? He's like, hold on. Check this out. And he proceeds to grab his junk. And he goes, I just learned this. Like, okay. I call it the magic trick. Now you see it? And then he proceeded to push his balls up, like, into his stomach, kind of. Like, up to inside. I can't explain where he put them. And then he pushed his wiener inside out like a turtle head and made a vagina out of his nutsack skin. And he goes, now you see it? Now you don't. And let go. And when he let go of it, it came out like a drunk guy at 2:30 in the morning coming out of a bar, just... All the girls screamed. One of them cried. I laughed hysterically, and they were all just glued to me like, Tyler, make him stop. I was like, this is the greatest wingman move I've ever seen in my whole life. So after that night, I made him do it at every party we had. Like, John, I think it's time to break out the magic trick, buddy. He's like, you think they're going to like it? They'll love it. And he's since retired it. He's grown up. Sad. But we are getting married here shortly, and at that bachelor party, the magic trick better come out of retirement, just like Brett Favre. One more run, buddy. Just give me one more run. But he's the magician. Hit us with the Florida stories, and let's get out of here.
All right. So my first one's the Florida man. So this one is Florida man arrested after trying to steal a Snickers bar at knife point. So this was dated the 19th of this month in Clearwater, Florida. 49-year-old Eric Minto was arrested and faces charges of robbery with a deadly weapon after trying to steal a Snickers bar at knife point from a Largo Wawa gas station. God damn it.
There we go.
Okay. So anyway, deputies who arrived at the scene to respond to the call were told by the victim, who was the store clerk, that Minto had come in and asked for free food. When the clerk told him no, apparently, Minto pulled out a pocket knife, opened it, and pointed it at the victim, saying, "Don't make me do something stupid for a Snickers."
Yeah, apparently Marcus's movie's done. So
yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Jesus.
The clerk gave him the bar, but Minto ended up leaving the store without it anyway. So, like, what was the point? But yeah, so when the cops got there, he denied threatening the clerk, but did admit to opening the knife while in the store, and he claimed that he was just trying to trade the knife for the candy bar, because even trade pocket knife for a Snickers bar.
Oh my god. Did you at least get to see a picture of what this guy looked like?
Yeah, you want to see it?
Yeah, I do
I have it on
actually.
my phone. I saved it on there because I knew I'd have to show this shit. Okay, let's see. Florida man. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
I believe it. Show the camera.
I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Yeah.
Oh,
So that's the guy who decided to try to steal a Snickers bar. And he's being held on $150,000 bond. So I hope the Snickers bar that you didn't even take with you is worth it. And then the second story is the Florida woman story, as always. So this one's Florida woman arrested after exposing touching herself during jail visit. Yeah. This one was dated the 18th of this month in Charlotte County, Florida. So Danielle Ferrero, who's 38, was arrested for exposing herself in a county jail in Punta Gorda, Florida. They got some funky names. Punta Gorda. But anyway, Ferrero was at the jail's visitation center on August 8th on a video call with an inmate. And during that call, she spoke to him in a sexual manner for like an hour and began to touch herself inappropriately and lifted her shirt 3 times to expose her chest to the inmate.
Tell me you have a picture of this chick.
Yes, I do.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Bet she's a gem.
Oh, yeah, they always are. Oh, I don't know if she's going to let me.
Ew.
I don't know if it's going to let me zoom in again.
Yeah,
but,
you can put it right up there anyway. Look at that classy broad.
So anyway, she's facing charges of exposure of sexual organs within a public place and violation of probation or community control. And ironically, she's locked up at the Charlotte County Jail, the same facility housing the inmates she was visiting.
Wouldn't she be kind of happy that she's there then, though? Like, I'm with my boo.
Yeah, but like, what if I don't think that they're like allowed to be around each other? Probably.
No, but I bet their letters get back and forth to each other faster.
True.
Cass, you can't stop love.
True. Yeah.
That's just.
But I had to pick that one because it kind of goes with our theme of like Florida women being naked in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, they do not like to stay clothed.
Mm-mm.
I guess it's like hot there.
Yeah, humid. But yeah, it was kind of funny because like just exposing yourself in front of like a bunch of people, just flicking the bean, basically.
Playing DJ,
Mm-hmm.
scratching records down there. Huh? Oh my god. Well,
so, yeah,
that's. Well, thanks for everybody that tuned in again later and hung with us. I know this one's a little shorter than most. We usually last over 40. This one's going about 38.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, this is the third time that we friggin' recorded this one, and I didn't tell a single story that was the exact same, except for the magic trick, because my biggest pet peeve is repeating myself, and then to have to do it to all of you people. I guess we got 6 more stories down the road that I can tell you, but Jesus Murphy.
Well, they get less funny if you keep repeating them.
Yeah,
so you just gotta be like.
That's the whole reason I wanted to start the podcast. I'm sick of telling stories.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing this so I don't have to talk to anyone anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how I start.
Yeah.
So give us a follow on Twitter at How Are We Parents podcast?
No, just How Are We
How
Parents?
Are We Parents? Capital H, capital A.
Capital W, capital P.
Yep. And then follow us on Instagram at How Are We Parents?
Yep, no capitals.
No capitals on that one. Follow Cass's TikTok, which is blowing up at Cass Scan.
So CASSSCAN.
And then for the last one, email us some ideas or stories that you want to see, anything like that, at howareweparentsp@hotmail.com. I remembered that one.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me. Nailed it.
I'm proud.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Jericho.
Oh yeah.
Inner Circle.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not in it. Okay. Bye. Are you going to end it?
Yeah, I'm gonna end it. Jesus.